finishing up week 1 of Side Control, I believe. So, what's up, Ronnie?
Happy Sunday.
Back at you. Got Battle of the Bald guys over there. Jason and David, Danny and Daniel. Cole getting a fresh Luke. Me trying not to get crushed.
That's never a good thing.
Yeah. Got John over there with Cooper. And Luke opting to sit first. Daniel getting the flank on Danny. Cooper behind John. Let's see if he could pick him up and put him down. Not quite.
John rolling through, pulling into guard.
Yeah, Luke was on fire yesterday. He hit me with
he was.
He got like 3 subs on me in like 3 minutes. It was so annoying.
Yep.
Oh, we got
I'm right there, 3 or 4.
Me, Colton over here on your corner. Jason.
I think I've got Ben.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're over there under the timer.
Yep.
So Jason with the snap down, front headlock. Cole looking for his pinch headlock, but Luke sneaks out of that shoulder crunch before he can do anything with it. There's just no winning with you. If you said you were fat, you'd be mad too. Luke threatening with looks like an Estima lock briefly, like as Cole brings that leg over. Right, yep. Cole knows what's happening there, so he gets his foot straightened out, but then Luke goes on to the straight ankle.
Jason with a nice back take on the left side. He goes to break down the turtle and is able to get, I don't know exactly how he breaks it down. It looks like he's throwing his left knee in. There it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, so really good job inserting the left knee into the hip pocket and then using his right foot to draw the leg back and kind of create an awkward angle so that that David has to sit to his hip.
It looks like he gets a tap too.
Nice.
With only one hook in, he never did manage to get the bottom hook in.
Yeah.
Which, for David, I would say you've got to be mindful of that. Like, it kind of sucks when you're caught in that strangle, but if you can keep tabs on how well your hips are controlled, if you sense a weakness there, that's the time for you. You're gonna have to embrace the suck for a few seconds. Grip fight as best you can, but try to get your hips out, and you might be able to save yourself from that strangle. Might be able to. Luke with a reach on that underhook, brings Cole in, gets him elevated. See if he can finish the sweep. He does.
Yep. Straight for an over-under style pass here. Yep, which he executes through.
What did Daniel do to Danny over there? Are they just relocating? Okay.
I think me and Ben were getting close.
Giving Colton a taste of the straitjacket method on the back.
Yeah, I haven't trained with him yet since he's been back.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a good role. He's just got to get his wind back. I think that's the main thing he's focusing on right now, which is totally understandable. Like, he's been off for 4 or 5 years, so.
Right.
Big step over from Luke right into mount. Straight to the smother. Ben doing his best to keep his head outside of your control.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job there, trying to keep good posture so that I couldn't get a good crossface. But then when we went belly down, the crossface becomes the mat, right? So I was able to get into an armbar from belly down.
Let's look into that again.
Yeah, so just go both knees down to the mat. His head's forced, right? He can't really get good posture anymore.
Yeah.
Clamp down.
Like, one escape route for him here. This all depends on like what you're doing to the arm. But like, you know, rolling over is just going to put him on his back. So something you'll see guys do a lot is kind of jumping over and around, kind of rotating to where he gets his hips to your right side. Again, that's going to be contingent on how much control you have, I think, down at his wrist. You know, if his arm's in a bad spot, this might just be too far gone, but that's tough. Meanwhile, Luke on a guard pass again. What were we saying?
I was really trying to throw in the dilemma of being able to hit that triangle as well.
Yeah.
Danny with some spinning antics here on Daniel. I don't know what the hell he just did, but he got out from bottom.
Oh, he was on a Katagatame. Or no, not even. It was more of like a...
I think it was a 100%er grip, wasn't it?
It was like, not even that. Or I guess you could call it that. I feel like we always use that. Yeah. But Daniel's got his right arm across the body, so Danny is almost behind him at this point.
Yep.
Gets him turned back to the mat, and then as he comes up, he like kind of body surfs around.
He's been doing that a lot lately, actually.
Yeah.
Danny has.
Then he threw in an immediate attack on the neck, but it looks like Daniel staved it off. I mean, Danny was in a good spot. He got out from underneath Daniel. I would try to retain that and break down the turtle.
Yeah.
Instead of like jumping up on the back, personally. Danny gets him turned though. Yeah, that's the problem with what he's doing though, is like he's not getting his legs in. Yeah. So he's just getting turned every time. Like even that as goofy as that last one ended up turning out, like he gets to here, but he doesn't have the legs in. So now as Daniel 4 points up, Danny's pretty much he's gonna go wherever Daniel decides.
Yep.
Cole's so tired from that round, he decides to roll with Cooper. Little does he know,
Jason.
Cooper's good.
Dude.
Jason brings it, man.
Jason brings it. Coop is no longer a rest round.
Yeah.
He came out like, guns blazing. Jason goes in for a shot. I think didn't he shoot on me? Is that just what happened?
I see.
I think he went in for a shot. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Nope, he did. It was a really solid shot. I put in just a thigh pry. I've been using the thigh pry a lot along with the sprawl. And that seems to really, I don't think you could really see it from this angle, but I use my left hand to throw in that thigh pry.
You see it kind of coming through here.
Yep. And then that really helps.
Thank you, Cole, for the correction.
Oh, what'd I say?
Probably just guns blazing, if I had to guess.
Oh,
so
guns
Cole coming in with the savage correction.
Okay.
It's the only letter of the alphabet he learned. It's that first one. Like, this is lame. I'm skipping class after this. I'm just kidding, buddy. You clearly know a lot of the letters, even Z. Daniel. An inside joke, spelling error from Cole earlier. Daniel looking to rip Luke's head off here with this arm and guillotine. Looks to go behind. Luke trying to sit to guard. It's going to be tough. If he could get his hips up, maybe he has a chance here. But yeah, Daniel's pretty much to north-south now. Not going to work. Oh, we got John and Ben over here too.
Yep, that was just I've got eyes on that one now.
What's up, Ben?
What's up, Ben?
Ben with the little ankle pick. How you feeling, Ben? You had some hard training today.
Hell yeah.
John doing that kind of lazy overhook style he's so good at.
Luke in on a leg. He's got a reaping leg in on his left side, Daniel's right.
Looking for the inversion. Daniel slips the knee though.
Yep. Knee line is clear from Daniel, but looks like Luke is still trying to put on some pressure here. Okay, he was just using it just to keep the leg. So this is an interesting thing, right? Like when you have your partner's leg kind of like in this pseudo position, you can still hang on to it and just prevent them from getting up. And that's what Luke's doing here. He's just putting enough pressure so that way Daniel can't effectively heist up or anything like that. And then when the time is right, Luke switches here.
Right, he tries to get the jump.
Yep, yep.
I gotta go back a little bit just to point this out for any newbies or white belts who may be watching. Colton and I work past. Colton throws on this little headlock, but I am past his guard at this point, and this is not a position where you want to hold on to my head. You're not going to strangle me here ever. It's just not going to happen. Or under very, very extremely rare circumstances would it happen. This is not one of those. And it leaves you, if I was trying to counter, I would wrap your head up with this arm and actually end up choking you. So let go of that when your opponent gets cross-side if you're hanging onto a guillotine. I think most of you probably know that. And then Ronnie comes in to help us, and I decide to double leg Ronnie.
Looks like Luke is in on trying to either transition to a back take or maybe he's in on an arm. Either way, if Daniel would do that to me, it would be miserable. Luke somehow turns that into a back take.
Yeah, Luke's got a way of being very effective from this position, and it annoys me as a smaller guy who should be effective in that position. I end up getting rolled off of there. Luke just like climbs the back right into a triangle too. This is nice.
Yeah, that and side on like this.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really good arm bar too.
Yeah, Luke likes this position also for Americanas.
Yeah, I think he got a straight arm on the other arm.
Oh, snap. Yeah, you're right. Right here.
Yeah.
Fancy. Nice bit of improv. No, thank you, Ronnie. I just never miss an opportunity to do something silly, especially if the camera's on. I'll eat a concussion.
Still standing.
Yeah, no, they haven't hit the mat once, I think. I love you too. Laying on some heavy pressure on Jason to end the round. Daniel looking for the pass right at the end.
Yeah.
Cole blitzing Veronica. Immediate head fighting with Daniel.
Yeah.
I get it totally.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to, I mean, really his head position, and you'll see it when he gets in really nice and close, his head position is very effective. And so my whole idea is to keep his head away from mine for one, but if I do wind up in that clinching scenario, is to really fight for a good head position.
Dude, Jason kind of thrashes me here right off the bat. Just look at this like little chase he gives me, right? Really, really heavy snap down. I'm trying to get away. He's just being relentless. Back on heavy on the head. I go for like a weak ass attempt on like a single or something. And he just controls the whole transition all the way around.
That was solid.
Yeah,
that was.
Yeah, I think he gets on my back here in a second and really started to mess me up a bit. It was I had to get under control.
He's been training with you guys on Tuesdays, right?
Yeah, he's usually on Tuesdays.
Because he feels like he felt really good when I was training with him.
Yeah,
You just hit a nice cross-ashi entrance.
I was stoked to see him there on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
elevation.
Yeah, that was actually a fun one. I don't get to do those too much because you guys just smash me. But once his hands are on the mat, his hips are kind of mine, as far as like where I could put him. So it's like, all right, I'll sit you down, try to get this leg. If Cole was heavier, he may have had that armbar, but he's pretty light.
Ooh, and with a punch to the gut.
Yeah, right.
Is Veronica.
Yeah, Veronica showcasing her ability to get out of that position remarkably well. Oh God, you guys like ran over John.
Dude, yeah, that may have actually saved me because I don't think I would have been. My hips were like he was closing in on my hips,
Yeah.
And we tripped and we had to reset. I was like, "Thank you." Oh my God, that would have been so
bad. They're probably feeling the same way. They're like, "You're not hurt? I'm not hurt either."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay heavy on the head, trying to keep Daniel moving, and get him a little frustrated, trying to go for kind of like to get him to throw things at me that he wouldn't normally do.
He's looking for that underhook with that left arm. He's really trying to dig on it.
Here I feel extremely vulnerable. I rip out. He then recognizes that my hands are above and I have nothing guarding my legs, and he shoots in for this double. And then I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, do not accept bottom position. Constantly blading my hips, trying to keep my hips out.
He was doing a really great job there. It's just when he fell to his hips, I think that's what left him vulnerable. If his knees were a little wider, I don't think you would have won this exchange.
No.
I just want to go back again. Right, that I really like that double he took. Like he rips out of this and then just shoots immediately.
Yep. And he's turning that corner, throwing it. Yeah.
Yeah. His level's low. He sees wide open legs. He's like, yeah, I want those. And then the drive on this is really great.
Yeah. I would say that normally with somebody of my size, that over the lat grip that I have when somebody's like really low on your legs and I have that over the lat grip here, I feel really good about this. I normally can whip with my, like with my left arm, I can normally whip up and either get a little bit of an imbalance or scoop my hips out even further. I was not getting that with Daniel at all.
On the lookout for a sweep here from Cole. There it is. Just about. Get it?
Yep. Double unders.
Little wing sweep, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie loaded up on that top leg. What's your upper body count? Yeah, and then I think Cole has a whizzer here. Ronnie's kind of committed under his body so he can get her elevated. Gets that power leg down with the right leg and is able to get her over. That was nice.
Solid.
I like a good sweep that's just clean and finishes fast, but the sweep that kind of gets stalled out halfway up and then you grit through it almost feels as cool, in my opinion.
See if he goes for the back take.
Coop giving Colton the run for his money right now. Actually, I just want to see how Cooper got here. See a little guard pass, maybe. There we go. Up over the knee. Crowding in. Settles in. So we're right here. Oh, you get your armbar on Daniel.
I did. Yeah, he gave me a big explosive movement and wound up turning onto his side. Opened up like a Kimura position, a Kimura grip for me, and then he goes immediately into stacking, and then he four-pointed. Not four-pointing, but he gets up on his feet, and as soon as he got up on his feet, it felt tight to start with, but then when he got up on his feet, it felt really tight, and so I gave a little bit of a hip in and got the tap. But
Yeah,
this was lucky. He
I'm
got that arm out. I was dead. I was done.
and I'm surprised surprised you got by the stack. I think that really quick elbow grab is what made this possible for you.
Yeah.
'Cause yeah, once he gets up here, that's a tough thing to tough spot to finish the armbar. So it was nice.
Yeah.
Good
I
fight
was
from both of
lucky
you.
on
That was a cool exchange that he initiated with the double.
Yeah.
Colton gets his guard back. Coop is back to fighting. Cole, meanwhile, not enough hooks in on Ronnie. Kind of falling off the top here. But does he have an arm extended? Nope, just into a rear triangle almost.
Interesting that you gave up the hooks. Unless you're just playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you wanted to like crab ride her over, but that didn't really. A little fireman's carry to firewoman's carry, firefighter's carry to throw him off. What about Jason? Did we do anything at all ever? There was just a lot of back and forth with me and him. Anyway. How'd the new things work out, Cole? I mean, I guess we saw, but just curious. Head throw on Ronnie. Had to get her off of me.
Okay. Coop came at me, dude. Like, clubs. He's coming in for Uchimatas. Single legs, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, Ben, I don't think there's much of a takedown there. How could you recover from this? Because Cole's got this body lock. Honestly, from here, like, if Cole's this deep on a body lock against me, and I don't have him moving, I don't have a good angle on him, I'm probably going, it's a little mean, but 2 hands right to his chin, and just trying to shove his head back and separate, create space between our chests, putting some pressure on his hands and making it really difficult for him to finish the takedown. Like, for what he does here, he needs that connection. So if I'm opening up that space between our upper bodies, it'll be a little bit harder for him to finish it, at least in this manner. But that's a tough spot you're gonna have to fight out of.
So what, going based off of what John does to me in this position, this is Uchimata Harai Goshi all day for John. So you're going to use that right arm at number one, you have to pummel your head and get on, in this case, the right side. So Cole's left side to your right. Whizzer down pretty hard, and then with that lead leg, with Cole stepping deep with that right leg, it sets up really, really well for Harai Goshi.
Yeah, I agree with that, but the big caveat there is, you already said it, head position. Like, Ben's head has to be here, and Ben is nowhere near being able to use this overhook to his advantage. I think, like, because his head is lower than his shoulder. It's that strong whizzer versus a weak one, and Ben's just kind of in too deep at this point that I think he could. Now, I'm sure switch out John probably would pull this out of nowhere and make it look beautiful and prove me wrong. But just thinking in Ben's position right now, it might just be, as Cole says, self-defense 101. It's like I'm digging in deep and just trying to create space at that point. You are here for a little bit longer than I realized, but also Ben being shorter than Cole, like, unless he can get Cole broken down ahead of that Haragoshi is going to be, I think, a little bit tougher to hit.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably nail it on me, but with Cole being a little bit taller, it might be more difficult. I'm not even going to respond to that. I'm just surprised you're still quoting Chris D'Elia. What did John and Jason do over here? John looks like he goes on a toe hold or something. Jason dives on toe hold. John gets a counter. I think John gets that one.
Yeah.
All right, Ben, you got to get Cole off balance here. And I'd rather see that arm framing in front of the hips. Yeah, because see, he's just using that grip over, behind his back to open up your arms. You're pretty good about getting your arms back down to a safe position, but I'd rather not have to fight from there too hard. Good explosive escape.
Yep.
Kind of negates everything I just said, but again, that's energy expenditure. Cole with the butterfly hook in. What did Luke do over there? Luke digging out David's leg from the depths.
Mikey Luck.
Yeah. You're looking for some sort of back.
Trap. Yeah.
Oh, to get there?
I think so. Oh no, it was just north-south.
Yeah. Classic Peters.
Yeah.
Oh, John, look at John utilizing the leg locks.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got there. Just a back step into the knee bar. Yeah, it's a tough one, Jason.
Ben's floating on that butterfly hook. Looks like you're trying to go for a back take.
Yeah, Ronnie just
Veronica
puts me over. Little effort. I pinch Cole's butt here. He's trying to help Ben. Ben on a Katagatame threat. Cole answering the phone. There he slips the elbow. He's probably safe now from that. This is where I have to stop fooling around when Veronica gets to this position.
It's no joke, dude. Yeah. It's no joke. And then she's extending your arm, your left arm.
Also knees me in the head right there. Just a nice.
She got to show you what's up,
right,
dude.
Right in the,
Stop resisting.
Right in the temple.
Just let it happen.
Damn, Ben back on it. Digs the arm back in, into place. See, he lifted his head up. Cole's able to get by. Not scared of you, Veronica. But you kind of gave me the sweep there. No, I take that back.
Legs. Yeah, you had a good bite on her legs there.
Yeah, this is all Nick. Yeah. Taking inspiration from Nick's game. He really did make me rethink that entire position. Like,
yeah,
it's like let the knee slip, and then I can really work well from there, rather than like trying to contain the knee.
Ben is fighting hard for that Katagatame. Cole's putting up a hell of a fight there.
Yeah, well, I mean, keep this in mind too. In the sense of competition, like you've gotten to a top position. That gets you a bunch of points. You're controlling, making it difficult for your opponent to escape. You got 5 minutes to work. Like that works well too. Obviously, go for the sub, but remember, a failed submission really is just like oftentimes can be very good control. So. It's not a lost cause.
You and Danny, Luke and Daniel, part 2. Me and John, Ronnie and Ben. Nice outside trip from Ben. Then we've got, I believe, David and Ben in the back.
I think you're right, yeah.
I think.
Luke
is really working. Back.
Ooh.
Really working an effective wizard here
And Luke
with
on
John.
Luke's
Oh
on like
yeah,
a reverse triangle, kinda.
I think he just got. Oh,
Daniel's
they're
getting
all wrapped up
tangled.
yeah, tangled in his wrap.
Damn, gets a
Got it.
tap on that. Let's see that entrance.
Yeah, this is one of the few triangle variations to where you actually want to be parallel with your partner. Most of them you want to look for to be at an angle or even perpendicular to cause the strangle pressure. But with the rear triangle, or is this the rear or the reverse? This is the reverse triangle. Yeah, with the reverse triangle, you want to be parallel, spines aligned, to get to that finish.
I think I went back far enough for you, Ben. Let me know if I didn't. Stepping over. So, like, he's almost to... I don't even want to say almost to a rear triangle. He finds himself in such a weird position because of how Daniel
it's like when somebody
up.
comes in and takes a shot, and how you can scoop the arm and the leg, or I'm sorry, in the head, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like you're attacking it from the turtle position. That's how Luke is setting this up. But he has the lock on the arm side. Yeah, I think that's how you would have to do it, because otherwise the lock would slip if you did it the other way, I think.
So Danny's really been liking this. Well, I'll go back in a second. We'll let that tap play through so Ben can see it. Danny's been really... We saw him tool me with this thing like twice in one round, this takedown. But I'm finding it's lending itself to leg entrances if I can initiate a scramble. Like as we get down here, I just got to get that left leg out, and I'm on to like an Arimiyashi, which Danny knows. So he's
doing a good job there, keeping his knees pinched together. Right,
exactly. Yeah. So we kind of stalemate each other there. They're trying to get that hook to the outside, or my arm to the outside, so we can't like run around the back. So I'm really working that body surf earlier, just spinning around on people. So I'm trying to shut that down. And he's doing a great job of just coming forward and putting a lot of pressure on me. This is where I think the like a fireman's carry would be a good solution. Not here, but right like here. If I can get this hand to this tricep, lower my level, and get this hand inside the leg,
that's a fireman's carry for sure.
I think that's the answer for that position. If I haven't gotten to that duck under yet, which I try to do with him, but he's he turns pretty quickly. There he whips me down, almost leaves me open for a cross Ashi entrance, but he doesn't sit there long enough for me to exploit it. And now I'm just trying to stay scrambly so he doesn't settle in, but he does. I think he ends up winning the position. There's a little roll out. Just need to gather that knee back up, but I don't think he lets me. Yeah, so climb up to the back. And he used to be able to defend this. Now he just has to lay there because he's fat. So I take top position. I'm just kidding, Danny. How did he escape that? It was just good bucking and up into top.
Yeah, he just hit a little bit of a kip. Yeah. Big push on the hips, brought his knees to his chest.
He let out a big exhale there when he re-guarded, though, and I'm like, all right, now's not the time for me to rest. So I'm like, stand up and just deal with this, because I was really tired too. We had just scrambled for like a good 30 seconds straight.
I'm trying to take John down with every ounce of my being. I just can't, and he just slips out of everything. I just can't.
I know, man.
I was so frustrated.
That's right. Danny's neck he's too thick to hold down with that. Or that neck makes him too thick to hold down. Got a football neck now. Thank you for the resub, James. Appreciate you, bruh.
What's up, James?
30 months, man.
Wow.
Did the alert go off, James? I tested it before the stream, so it should have worked. All right, good. I was rambling, so I didn't hear it. Ben makes his way to mount. A little step over on Ronnie as she tries to control that left arm of his. Danny's smothering me.
He's going in to try and set up a Katagatame, it looks like. Maybe. Nope. Almost like a bow and arrow. Did you see that? How he went back to, like,
Who, Ben?
grab the leg? Yeah, Ben. Got that arm. He goes back to, like, grab the pant leg.
I had a bow and arrow recently training with, I think, Brandon in the gi. I was like, God, I miss these.
Yeah.
Such a strong mechanical.
Defend it.
Yeah. Someone did it to me. I think either he did it to me or Jason tried to do it to me. And I was just like gripping the sleeve, trying to pull my head out from the hole. And like, oh, I forgot how much these suck when you're on the receiving end.
Back take from Luke. I think pretty similar scramble position that we saw earlier. How he can just heist up.
He really focuses on driving the foot in when he gets there. That's like his priority. Nice, Cole. Nice. Funny. Great chat commentary from the Perp Daddy.
Dude, it's not a bad one and done sub to know in the gi.
100%. I won a number of medals with the bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
I like blue belt, I think, and purple belt. You know what sub I only remember the name of and don't remember how to do, and I need to talk to Justin next time I see him. The cowboy strangle. Remember he started hitting that on us? It was one of our like early videos from the Twitch stream. Was him hitting me with a cowboy strangle, and I'm like,
that's right.
I don't even remember how that submission works. It's just another, you know, kind of wonky entry into a lapel strangle, but I forgot all about it.
Yeah.
Just popped in my head the other day. David on a kind of a weak attempt there to, or no, I take that back. David didn't do anything weakly. Daniel just had him broken down and kind of throws him by here.
Yeah.
Gets to the back. Been feeling strong, breaking my posture down. So I kick him in the shin.
Heavy collar ties.
Daniel takes mounts.
Ooh. Nice shot from Ben. You were reacted really quick.
Yeah, I'm weary of his shots. Ben has a really remarkable way to just like pop off and like blast into his shots that like he'll connect sometimes and I didn't even see him set up for it. So I tend to take a bit of a lower, more ready stance with him there. Also, I think he thinks I'm going to try to wrist snap him because like I've tried to wrist snap him and he never falls for it. So Ben, I want you to know I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to 2-on-1 with your wrist and keep you from doing anything.
I go for a Harai Goshi on John, and he just puts me down. I just overreach. I didn't get him. I thought I had his head out enough, and he
wasn't off balance at all.
Yeah,
like he's flat-footed. So now he's just behind you.
Yeah, if you look at his left foot was moving, and I was like, okay, if I'm moving his left foot, then. But what I didn't realize is that he was setting it up, so like he was moving his foot intentionally.
Now he just sinks his hips down and gets you down. Cole, yeah, I agree. I mean, look, Ben, all right, I'll take it back. I will try to hit you with that, and one day I will get it, and I will rejoice. But I just know you don't fall for it, so like I have to shoot on you a few times before I think I get it. And then here's the thing with this, Ben, because I think you hit me. Who was it? It's like you rolled me with that. Like a few of you guys have hit me with that, and I just roll through and go back to 4 points. So it's like I'd rather see you try to like snap me down and break me down from there, than roll, because it's not in jiu-jitsu, it's not beneficial, right? In wrestling, you expose my back to the mat, you get 2 points. For this, it's not really going to get you anything, and it's just going to take energy unless you can keep me broken down and go for like an anaconda, or quickly scramble around, right? Like beat me on the stand up here, run around to the side, try to get mount or top half guard. But I don't have much to do to get back to a 4-pointed position. Doesn't tire me out very much. But I'd say try to snap me down, hit a go behind, and break me down from there instead, as something you could actually get points off of. John looking for the Katagatame and finding it.
Yeah, we were.
I was
telling him that when I reach, I was telling him that when I reach around the back, when he comes to like take my back and I reach through, that I leave open a Katagatame that I think he can start capitalizing, because he gets to a lot of people's back, and anyway, I think he can open that up as a submission potential for him. So we go over it a few times, and then we go back to rolling.
David taking top position here with Daniel, but he's got a 3/4 mount. I mean, whatever, man. This was a junkyard dog round. Just getting after it and trying to beat the shit out of each other. That was nice.
Shot after a shot.
Yeah, that was really good reshot from Ben. I just got so lucky catching that arm.
And then he goes to do almost like an arm drag and a trip.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Almost maybe like a throw by instead. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because he's grabbing that far arm. He's trying to pull me at the shoulder, but he has my elbow, so my elbow extends, but not necessarily my shoulder. So he doesn't get the step out of me that he wants. So I'm able to kind of stay a little bit put together. That's just about had that, man. I mean, like, it's so easy to say on slow-mo what you should have done, but like right here, arm over the back.
Yep, what he goes for.
Yeah, I just start to get away. that was a nice exchange. Oh, meant to do the arm drag. Okay, I got you.
He was just shoving the arm through, I believe. Yeah,
I got you. You know what I was thinking about through a lot of yesterday? I can't tell if I do it here. No, the idea was probably out of my head at this point. I'm just trying to live. But that Japanese wrestler who like took, I mean, that's another example, Ben. Like just flinging me over, but not really doing much with it when I hit the ground. It's like energy spent, but no real benefit. We're kind of back to where we were. There's this new wrestler. Well, not new. He's just a good wrestler. Ono, he's a Japanese guy. He's got this collar tie to ankle pick setup that he does that I was trying to like work on, and of course I look like utter trash when I do it compared to him. But I'll see if I can find myself trying it, because it's a kind of a unique grip that he uses.
John hits me with a really nice Asai there, off of a double leg, which was a really interesting setup. I did not expect it at all. So I came in kind of like a lazy bear hug, because I was just trying to see if I can fight for that underhook. But he hits me with like that Dayashi sweep, uses that to set up, and then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not going to get dumped yet. So I come in and I punch in an underhook on, I think, my left side. So we'll if you let it go. I punch in that underhook, and as soon as I punch in the underhook, he's like, okay, and
perfect.
He just takes that turn and keeps that leg out, and
that was nice.
right down. It was so good.
I could tell you're laughing about it. Like as soon as those good moves hit, you're just like, damn it, that was nice.
Yep.
Yeah, Ben Ono, exactly.
What's up, Sean?
Sean, if I had Kamzat arms, I would Kamzat ankle pick everybody. And I would break all of my training partners' jaws with my rear naked strangle. How you doing, man? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, man? Me and Cole. Cole saying, "Don't wrist lock me."
What a baby. Nice double. Took a page out of, took a page out of Daniel's book there.
I did, but then Cole just is able to control my, like, he's able
Chest
to
wraps
control
you.
my hips so well. Yeah, I guess it's not my hips, it was my shoulders. It's my shoulders that he's getting control of over.
That's your baby back ribs there, man. Nick coming in hot. Yeah. I was very upset today when it started to get dark at like 4:30.
5:30. Yeah.
I hate it.
Looks like you're going in for Darce on old Cooper.
Yeah, gotta remind Cooper every once in a while. Actually, I just like hitting Darces, and I can only hit them on skinnier guys. So, sorry, Coop. Get some traps and some big old shoulders, and it won't happen. Cole, have you rolled with David yet? We got 3:30. Just curious. David's with Daniel. We'll come back. Cole's resting right now, I think. Yeah, whatever. I don't think he's trained with him yet.
I don't think so.
Just eager to see. Cole's got rolls.
He hit a nice sweep on me there.
Yeah, I saw that. Right as I insult him.
Yeah. Yeah, I came around. I was like, okay, I think I might be able to get this. And then, nope.
If Cole has an upper body connection and a butterfly hook, you're getting swept. Like, that's kind of it at that point. I mean, like, the only way to deal with that is like really kind of violent hip switching to get out. But it's almost like a sure thing at that point. Daniel looks for the Russian tie. Trying to hit that trip. John's quick to get up. Hard to off balance. Trying to get behind his back. Yeah. That's David in a nutshell. His base is pretty remarkable.
Try to hit that.
Good whizzer from Daniel.
Oh yeah. How did I set the sweep up on Cole?
Butterfly, and you just have wrist control on the far arm.
I did. Yep. He was really committed to that around the back grip.
That's another thing too. So like, Cole has any upper body connection and a butterfly hook. When I'm training with you, and especially like yesterday and today, I am keenly aware of your attack on this arm of mine when I'm trying to pass your guard. And I know as soon as you get wrist control, I have to bail on my passing attempt, or at least like, gird my defenses to like keep my base underneath me. Because once you specifically get control of that far arm, your sweeps from there are very high percentage.
Yeah, I need to learn how to whizzer. Daniel's
Daniels does put on a clinic, a whizzer clinic. Good movement from John though.
Yeah,
not good enough.
You can't finish that. Yeah, that was
gets a tap on it
almost
too.
turned it into a katagatame. That was. Yeah.
Damn, Daniel, I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how you. I feel like you're almost like you're on the verge of a Kimura, but your hands are obviously connected. Like you're almost putting yourself in a Kimura, just looking
Yeah.
at your elbow position here. Not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm just like scared for my own shoulder in this situation. That was savage, man.
That was.
Good connection all the way through that. I mean, John had a good angle on his escape, but couldn't slip the head. Daniel's in a Greco-Roman mood.
Yeah.
Nice.
Big wizard to the Dayashi. You are in on the triangle, and Cooper does a good job
Yeah.
getting the legs in the armpits, the feet in the armpits.
I felt him trying to work that escape, so I wanted him to play through that and then see what he does once my legs break open.
Yep.
Because the best answer in my opinion is cross Ashi. He ends up going to Rimi, which is fine.
Cole's been doing a really good job lately at defending against the Katagatame. The big swims backward have really helped him out.
He's actually been swimming to cross train for that. I was kidding. He doesn't do cardio.
But I know he was struggling with his wrists to make a good connection.
Fair.
Otherwise, I was going to be at a threat of another sweep once I got out of that.
Ben is trying to drag David down.
Yeah. You heard that.
Cole feels vindicated. Wrist pain is real. Like November is wrist pain awareness month. Cole's just like a track athlete today. Did this to Ronnie, but from a lot further. Oh God, let's just ignore my round with Luke here. Can I just like?
Yeah, only if we skip the last round.
Out. Cole wrapping up. Danny gets the, again, right there, case in point.
Yeah.
He's got the upper body connection, gets a butterfly hook in. Danny can't stop it at that point. Best he can do is mitigate the damage of the sweep. But now Cole's riding up high, getting to almost to a mounted triangle. That's tough. Danny connects his hands here, but that just puts him in the risk of a mounted triangle. I can't wait for Coop to like get to like put some weight on, put some weight and muscle on, and it's gonna be a bad day for all of us. Let's see what bullshit Luke hit me with.
Looks like outside heel hook.
Yeah, gets inverted, keeps me off balance, digs back in on that leg. Yeah, I wasn't waiting too long on that.
Yeah, Mikey lock style, to where he kind of just trapped it and rotated. Danny chasing down, but gets caught up in that butterfly. Cole. I like what Luke does here too, because he's gonna switch.
Just shut up. Don't compliment him. No, go ahead. What does he do?
So he's gonna go from the emote, from the straight triangle into the wrong way triangle here, because he's not getting what he wants, which is a good angle. And so he switches and starts to try and he gets your elbow all the way across, and that's just enough to probably either put enough pressure on your shoulder or cause strangle pressure. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't think it was quite to the strangle at this point. Like I mean, what I was really trying to do here was just focus on getting my posture back as best I could. Because, like, that's, you know, in any triangle, that's tough. If I can do that against Luke, that's huge. So it was like, all right, I'm in this deep. Let me try to, like, get my shoulder back in it, get my head under control, whatever. And he just made it, increasingly difficult. And it was like, all right, he's got me here. So I'd rather get back to giving him some pressure with, like, guard passing and stuff. I do better to help him train when I can move, not when I'm getting strangled.
Luke's in the chat.
What, Nick? Hide my traps? Or hide my taps, not my traps. I was like, what traps? Yeah, I know. I was gonna try this one, but I don't have fill on it, so I can't just block everything. Cole has been able to sweep me with the butterfly hook and upper body connection. Yeah. That's fair. I did say that a hip sweep, or I'm sorry, a hip switch will shut that down typically, and I'm gonna put myself firmly in your camp too, just because there's no footage of me rolling with Cole tonight to prove me wrong, but I tend to hip switch out of them. But Luke, we build people up on this stream. We don't tear them down. So shut up, Luke. As I get to your back, but I can't get your hooks in, or get my hooks in. Tries it on me a lot. I don't know if he's finished it. I mean, all right, guys. Poke a hole in everything I'm saying. Jesus. In all fairness, Daniel, you're hard to sweep. Period. But Cole sounds determined now. And hip switching is definitely a wrestler's move. You know what? So speaking of, I watched the clip of Gordon Ryan and Bo Nickel again when Gordon, yeah, hurt people. I know, Luke. I've known you for a long time. One thing I saw, it just kind of clicked for me. I've seen the finish a million times with Gordon and Bo. Gordon is known for his shoulder crunch, right? But in that, he doesn't use it to sweep. He uses it to enter the triangle. And it clicked for me because every, like, killer wrestler I've ever gone against, when I shoulder crunch them, I can't take them over. They're very good at keeping their base and not getting swept. And I imagine Gordon probably recognized that and said, well, I don't need to use the shoulder crunch for the sweep. I can use it for a triangle entry, and a wrestler's not going to have much of an answer for that. And it tactically, it made so much more sense. It's like I'm trying to revisit that because he hits it and then forward shifts him and then goes to the triangle. It was really nice. Sorry, I keep reversing because I want to see what Danny did here. Danny avoids that butterfly hook by circling around, steps over into this modified mount. Probably breathes on Cole's wrist here to get the tap. Now just starts to straighten his arm out somehow. Luke smashy. Actually, we missed. Sorry, I gotta go back just because we spent time talking about it yesterday. But Luke's, like, calf slicer knee knot thing on me here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so you know what I hate about this, Luke, is that I make the move I'm about to make where I pummel the shin back inside. I do that to try to shut down the figure four that you're setting up with your legs that, like, puts more clamping pressure on. But then when I do that, I don't exactly, I like stop one position, but, like, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, it shuts down your figure four, but it's not enough to shut down the move.
It almost gave him more of a wedge to finish on. It's weird because I probably would have done the same thing.
Yeah, you're like, let me get. I'm pummeling to an inside leg position, right? So it's like, it seems like it'd be a good idea. But I think the connection was already made. Like, it's a grip that I'm not going to break. So what the hell happened with David and John over there? John goes for a head throw and just slips off. Daniel over there with Ronnie. Cole manages to get Danny this time with that upper body grip and butterfly. And goes on to smother, I think. Oh, no. Gets the arm extended.
Straight arm.
Yep. Is that Danaher? Which one? Over here? Oh, Baldy? Yeah, that's our Danaher. It's our boy.
Danny getting into the same position as before. Just hang on. Did we just watch that?
Did we? Maybe. Because I went back to look at. Maybe we did. I went back to look at Luke trying to break my knee.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah. So
I mean, it's the exact same setup.
Yeah. Cole didn't learn. It's funny, John's over there doing a bit more wrestling than judo with David.
I don't think that he has much of a choice with David. David's, he is like an upper body bully. You know what I mean? Like he's always going to come in hot with that.
Yeah.
What's up, Inoki?
Not yet, Inoki. Not well enough. Cooper, do you have anything to say for yourself? I don't think he's in the chat anymore.
Cole with the body lock.
Ronnie cross side on Danny.
And then John bowing him down.
Yeah, that was cool.
So this is off the body lock, like what we were talking about before.
Yeah, kind of like what happened with you. Like you
exactly
when you stepped over for the Haragoshi.
That's right.
And he's like, well, now I'm just behind you. I love that. I love that move so much. Just like knee behind the thigh. Ronnie's far more attractive than you, Cole. Thank you very much. So I'll watch whoever I want.
Did Ben get the takedown or did I sit the guard?
Oh, cool. David and Cole's match is like the last round. Let's see.
Oh. I went in
you
for
shot.
Shot. Okay.
Yeah. He stuffed.
Big sprawl. Yeah, he did a really good job there.
So I was gonna say this, Cole. Like you pick John up here, and this is legit. Like you can pick him up and put him down without being a jerk about it. I mean, there's plenty of footage, plenty of thumbnails of me getting ragdolled by you guys when you get behind me. You could do this to John effectively. Like I want to see this leg carry through and get John horizontal and then put him down. You don't have to slam him down, of course, but like this is legitimate. You've got a body lock on him. I did this to Mike today from the back, right? Or it was today or yesterday. I picked you up, kicked your legs out with a little knee push, and then took you down when you were sideways. Doesn't have to be a slam, but it's totally.
That was today, yeah.
Yeah, it's a legit move. Doesn't take a lot of energy if your hip placement is good, if your hips are close to his. I feel like you guys like to do it to me because I'm lighter, but like you should do it if you have it and you got the energy. I would say a suplex takes a lot of energy, right? Or like if I'm trying to do it to Cole, Cole's got 60 pounds on me, so it's like that would definitely take a lot of energy. But if you get your hips close enough to them and below their hips, I feel like the energy requirement isn't as drastic as it is if the form is bad. You know what I mean? and I'm willing to have my mind changed about that. But just if I picked up Fatty Boom Boom over here on the right today and was able to do it to him, that's after a cruise and everything, man. Then I feel like it's a decent move. Doesn't have to be, but if you're trying to establish the pecking order, yeah. Yeah. If you're putting somebody in their place, it's a good move.
If I took I got the back with a Luke style Kimura trap here. I went for the Kimura. I was going around to scoop my hips out and go towards Ben's head, but he was not turning. Like, you see how good his base was. So instead, I go all the way up, throw the hook in, and then I'm able to turn Ben and score the back that way.
Yeah. Watch this. I go for a cutback single on David here after a little scramble. And right here, my head is like my chin is like crunching through my chest, and David knew it. He was so kind here. Like, he let up on all the pressure and was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, about 1 inch more, and I was not going to be okay. I would not have been training today. So thank you for being a good partner, David. We do not really, I mean, NASCAR people is like a pretty broad, like, no drivers or anything like that. But we got guys who work on teams that train with us, you know.
But none of the famous, like, no drivers.
Yeah, no one you'd recognize. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. Used to have Steven. Get Steven about once a month. Danny just having fun, spinning like a top over here. Mind you,
That's what we do at our gym.
This footage is sped up.
Ben hit a really good turnout. I had an armbar. I felt like it was dead to rights. Clearly it was not. And Ben he hit me with like a big turn to try and turtle up here, and then like spun straight in. And it was like, when he started going away from me, I immediately went to go. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I lacked, like, I completely forgot about the arm. And as soon as he turned the other way, it was just, I went to make a grip switch. That's what it was. And I loosened up on the arm ever so slightly. And once he felt that, he turned into me, and I lost the arm.
Yeah.
It was a really good escape.
He's good at getting that elbow down, man. He
Yeah.
He spins out of my arm bars frequently. The few times I've managed to get him deep into one, that's the number one concern of mine.
Cole's got John belly down.
Oh yeah, Cole's favorite spot as of late. Just about. John's turned on his side. Cole's trying to touch some feet.
Ben's just about getting mount on me. He got into like a 3/4. Maybe he even did get a mount for a second or two. But I went back at it and got into the half guard. He was doing a really good job of giving me, like, getting me worried about my guard getting past.
Yeah, what is he? You start to come up here and he just kind of like doubles you back down.
Yeah, I went and grabbed his foot and was trying to keep him, like, tied up, and he didn't care. He was like, all right, you only got one leg. I'm going to use my other leg to pick you up.
Yeah. Good straight arm from Cole here. You reset and get.
Oh, you got it.
Get what eventually? That straight arm or?
The belly down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it was an arm. I don't know. I didn't see. Which one was it, Cole?
Cole got just the straight arm submission. I almost hit a really nice Sasai here on David. I was so pissed when he got back up. So shoot and drive.
Nice. Just a low single.
I was expecting, Cole, I thought you meant you get it after that submission, but I guess you don't get it, loser. But upper body connection, butterfly. Cole gets it.
Thanks, man. You, how you fought out of that one, I don't know, but I wound up losing it. I couldn't finish it from the angle I was in mount.
Oh.
And it, like, the floor was blocking, you know, the mats were blocking me from being able to finish. And
Damn,
by the time
dude.
I could defend, dude, it was tight. I was actually shocked that he didn't tap there.
Especially with Ben
but he's-
shoulders.
Right.
As
But
tight as
here
they
I
are.
was so tied up, and by the time I could figure out how to dismount, he had already just rolled me off.
I was gonna say, it looks like you were a little bit afraid to eat the mat here. I think if you were down to just bite the mat and because it looks
And
like you
roll
get
all
off
the way
balance. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
because you know base out. But I don't know. Ben did get a good turn on that, so he may have been coming up no matter what.
Yeah.
It's all the mobility to use. Yeah, fair.
You can finish a Texas Cloverleaf with only one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in fact, like, I would, like, if you think about it, like, if you just take the hand that weaves through and think about trying to touch your far side shoulder, like, that's essentially what you're doing. If you just, like, grab your other shoulder and, like, pull everything across, it's just extra help. But as long as you can get that hand back across the body, yeah, I think you get decent braking pressure on. I'll try to do it this week and see if I can get a visual example. And I'll try not to do it on Cooper. Do it on somebody else. Discussing the weird heel hook. Oh yeah. So this heel hook thing. I don't know. I didn't see when it happened, but so you collapse his knee shield, and then he showed me the grip that you took on him. All right, I guess it's on this leg. Yeah, there's the collapse. I wish I could see that grip better. Oh, interesting.
Did you just, like, kind of grab his toes, pull his heel into his butt, and then turn his toes upward, like towards the ceiling?
That's what I'm guessing.
That would be an inside heel hook.
Yeah. That looks like it sucks.
Yeah.
And what we were discussing this after class, Ronnie. What's so like bad about this this grip for Danny is it's kind of like that one-handed Kimura grip, or not even a Kimura, but think about when you're on somebody's back and you have your control side arm, right? So you're underhook and you grab their knuckle line and they try to extend their hand away.
Yeah.
They can't extend because the flexibility of the
Yep.
wrist is there. This is the same thing on his foot. So like if he tries to extend his own leg, he's just gonna like kind of twist his own knee up, which really sucks. Way to go, Ronnie. Finally getting revenge for all those black eyes Danny gave you. I get it. Hurt people hurt people.
And speaking of, we can skip this last round.
Oh no, we got
Because-
David and Cole.
Oh.
So we
shit.
can distract from your round with Luke.
Yeah.
Oh, and Inoki, were you asking? I'm sorry. I'll come back real quick. Were you asking in the context of this move I've got David in here? Cuz this would be, I mean, we kind of pause here cuz David tapped early cuz he didn't want to deal with the legs too much. So we just start talking through this. But yeah, I think you can. Exactly. Yeah, I was giving David some tips on how to escape this like deep cross ashi position. But yeah, in any case, I'll see this week. I'll try to hit one on camera. See if I can one hand it. So you are digging in deep on this Arimiashi.
So he crossed his feet, and instead of I wasn't able to undo the crossing of his feet, so I went in for like a reverse toe hold to try to get him to let up. And as soon as he let up, he extracted his legs, and I had to come up and attempt to pass the guard.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, Inoki. I think the forearm grabbing the heel and pulling on it is definitely helpful. I'm curious if it's essential, because I feel like the having the leg and the crook of the elbow and then doubling up with that heel grab, you know, that's how you normally see it. But I'm curious if you could get away with just keeping the crook of the elbow on the ankle. Cole with the double overhook sacrifice.
That was tap 1.
What do you get you? Oh, smother.
I smother. Yeah, I wasn't gonna eat that. There was no way.
Let's say I don't see you get smothered too much from Luke.
I know.
I feel like it's always me.
Yeah, it's been a black eye month. I'm not gonna go in with 2 black eyes to work. So I bought makeup for it though, so I feel better about it.
Mike wearing concealer to work.
Yeah, 2 different shades.
I'm so afraid to do anything against John when he has me like that. And notice like that constantly keeping tabs on his knee position. Any advice for 300 plus pound people? Chokes don't seem to work. So going against 300 plus pound people, yeah, I mean, don't sleep on the chokes. Don't throw them out, man. This sounds silly, but like you really, really have to, or what I've had to do, because remember, 300 pounds is twice my weight, so I have to take a wrestler's mindset of not accepting being on the bottom. Like, just under no circumstance am I to, think, this is jiu-jitsu, let me just sit to my butt and get to work. Like,
how did Cole get the sweep on David?
Well, he took him down with a double. Oh wait, because he took him down with a double overhook.
Yep. Yeah, but David got on top.
Yeah, he did. I'll address you in a second, Inoki. Oh, what's this? What's this like? It's just flesh I'm seeing. Yeah, Cole rolls, dude. Is that why you asked?
Yes, that's exactly why I asked.
So here's a good example: rolling with a 300 plus pound person. No, if you're a power bottom, you throw it back. Then I need to ask you for advice. I think you have something to offer. If it was a serious question, you've got to do everything you can to avoid the bottom position, and work. Go behinds. Like, getting behind an opponent that big, I think, is probably your safest spot to be. You don't want to get to a spot where, like an armbar or a triangle, where they start to stack you. So getting behind them is kind of numero uno. If they have a hard time standing back up, if you sat them down, or if you're having a hard time passing their guard, you can look to the legs, but you have to keep their legs extended so that they can't stand back up and start to take a top position. That's a bit of a gamble, but yeah, either get behind them or make sure your leg locks are tidy.
If you are a bottom player, though, arm drags are your friend. I think
Mm.
be learning how to keep your distance with your legs and dragging with your arms, or arm dragging is probably my most effective method of handling bigger opponents.
John pissed me off so bad there. Like I felt good about. I was like, oh, I got behind.
Yeah.
I got head pressure. He's like, get off of me.
Yeah, I had 2 rounds of that exactly.
Yeah.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah, if you can't make any of our advice work, Ben is probably more correct than any of us. High caliber and be a professional.
Yeah, I mean, there's really definitely something to be said about playing butterfly half guard versus a standard half guard against a larger person, because it's harder for them to get past the knee shield, and it's easier for you to elevate as they pressure into you. It gives you a lot more availability to leg lock. And if you play a leg game, if you don't, then it at least gives you the ability to elevate and sweep. You can turn any leg lock you can turn into a sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit the same exact turn on you. The knee block behind. He's probably hit it on more, but that's me cold than you. Yeah.
I complimented him on that one. It's just like, so good. Just that far lat grip is what we were talking about it after class, and that gives him so much control to like get the turn in. I mean, I'm like, it looked like we're dancing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god, that's great.
Yeah, that was a good round.
Yeah, David did manhandle Cole. It was kind of pathetic. It was a good thing that was the last round, because now Cole's gonna sign off since we're being mean to him. Can't even wrap my legs around this big boy's legs are thick, dude. Yeah. So I don't know what the size discrepancy is between you and him. If you train in the gi, that will also help. Like you can use the lapels and pants grips to your advantage, like with bow and arrows. But yeah, with bigger guys, it's tough, man. It's just tough. Because darces are out the window, right? Anacondas are out the window. I really personally just think get behind them and try to control them as best you can. Also, when you do get behind them, if that strangle isn't working right away, that's fine. Don't burn your arms out on it. Like, make them fight make them hand fight, make them try to escape, let them get tired, and then you could start playing that pummeling over the nose, trying to get under their neck by being mean to their face. That helps. Don't mount. If you do lose the back, oftentimes you think, oh, let me just recover mount. With him, it probably won't work. So I would go up to knee on belly, and then try to like attack, the far side arm for, arm bars, spin around arm bars, whatever. Kimuras too. You still have a lot of options. Some things are just not a good idea. Mount, definitely not, in my opinion.
Knee on belly's your friend, and you can probably tire him out if he's significantly bigger than you. Then he'll probably get tired just from like knee pushes, right? Trying to capture the leg, all that stuff. And you can normally ride that out, get him tired, and then maybe take the back.
Yeah, stay nimble, man.
Like that.
Stay nimble and stay on top, no matter how hard you throw it back from the bottom. On that note, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the entertaining chat, as always. We really appreciate you guys. James, thank you for the resub. Anybody lurking in the chat, hit that follow button. We appreciate the support. Subscribe as well. It's the best way to support the stream. Subscribe at YouTube, where you can watch this for all eternity. You can make fun of Cole, be mean to him, and he can't sign off over there. So, we've been pumping Naga on November 23rd so much. Big important competition.
Hi,
Good night, Ronnie. You guys want to come out and compete, great. If you just want to come out and support, that's awesome too. We always love that. Also, in need of your support, our very own Coach Luke is going to be flying down to Miami to compete in the ADCC Open this coming weekend. So I'll be there on Saturday to cover class. But, you know, be sure to watch for any updates on the Instagram or anything like that. Hopefully, Luke, I hope we can get some footage from you from your comp while you're down there. And we can look
Should
at
be
that.
on Flow Grappling. Yeah, but we should definitely get some.
Oh, yeah. Do they stream the Opens?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
They normally do. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. So yeah, we'll be covering that soon on the stream, hopefully. So everybody, this week, go give Luke your best. And yeah, don't mess his shins up. So what else? You got anything, man?
Nah, that's it.
But, if you guys want merch, purchase it on the website, and you can pick it up at the school. That's for our local students. We got a whole gang of merch that Luke painstakingly inventoried and organized. So if you guys want to support, we can make it happen. And for any of our remote students, you guys want to support, you let us know. We'll figure out how to get you some rash guards and stuff. I know Deathcore rocking our rash guard somewhere out in Georgia. So yeah, we'll custom order that one for you, bud. But yeah, in any case, I think that about wraps it up. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, go trim your nails and do your laundry and don't be stinky. And we'll see you back on the mats. Take it easy.
Later.